Alright Lee, so there's going to be several things that I'm going to talk to you about with this swimming video as you meticulously look at it. The first thing I'm going to address is, of course, your body position. Then I'm going to address your ankle flexibility, then the tempo and the timing of your stroke. Then the last two things we're going to look at are going to be how that left breathing hand swings out far to the left hand side, and the tripod effect that you have when from an overview shot. So you'll be able to see your scissor kick and what that looks like, and how that affects your overall body position and efficiency in the water. So all in all, I want you to be very confident about 2012. You've already made huge improvements, and we're just going to keep working on your drills and your technique for the months of the rest of the month of December and into January. So definitely be confident as you look over this video. Alright Lee, so what we're going to look at now is your body position. I'm going to slow it down here in just a bit, but again, like we always say, we want your T to be pressed down so that your hips can be on top of the water. And so let me slow it down right here coming up. And so here we go. You can see right now that from your chest all the way down to your shorts and your hips, you can see how far below underneath the water that your hips are, and even your quads and your legs. And so you can see that really your chest is acting like the fulcrum rather than your hips. You can see as this left leg comes down, you can see how much water separates from your butt to your toes on up, how much water there is that separates you. And so this is what we're talking about when we talk about pressing that T down. Chest in the water automatically activates your hips, pushes your hips on top of the water, making you more hydrodynamic, streamlined through the water. So this is what we mean when we talk about your body position. Alright Lee, so what we're going to take a look at real quick is just something that's you can try to work on, just your ankle flexibility. I'm going to slow it down here just in a couple of seconds, and right now you can see your right foot, how it's not very flexed. And as your left comes down, it looks flexed, and then when it pushes down, it creates a little bit of drag. Not a big deal. You already know the exercises you need to work on. I just think it's a good idea to slow it down and to kind of show you what we're talking about. Alright Lee, so now we're going to take a look at the tempo and the timing of your stroke. As we go through this, I just want you to keep in mind the phrase that longer objects move faster in the water. We just want you to be hydrodynamic, and the longer you can be for a longer duration in the water, the better you're going to look and feel and be more hydrodynamic. So I'm going to slow it down here. Let's see, right now, your right arm is about to enter in the water. Just follow your left hand. Right arm enters and your left hand is parallel to your chest. Alright, so your right arm starts its glide. Left arm is going to come out for the recovery. Remember, you start your catch when that left arm crosses your ear or your temple. Right now, your right arm engages in the catch. It's moving down, and when it gets to the center of your chest, you'll see your left arm coming in right there. Okay, so it's just a little off. You know, going back to body position, you can kind of see that diagonal towards the bottom of the pool, that you can see how much drag you're carrying. So all of these things work together when we talk about your body position, the tempo of your stroke, and making you more efficient, more technically sound when it comes to the swimming process. And remember, we want you to be hydrodynamic. So that's why if it seems like we're being nitpicky, it's because we're trying to get you as hydrodynamic as possible. So hopefully this will give you a good idea of what we're talking about. Alright Lee, so now what we're going to do is just take a look at the motion that your breathing arm is taking, more specifically when you breathe, what your left arm is doing. And right here you can see your left arm is in the water, and watch how far out that it goes. You can see it right here. And like I told you before, what this does is how everything works together. As soon as you fling that left hand out and that left arm out, it's going to engage your hips and it's going to move them. Remember, we want you to move from buoy to buoy in the shortest amount of distance possible. And so when you put your hand and your arm that far out, it's going to kind of move you side to side from left to right in the water, rather than moving vertically going forward. And so that's kind of what I'm talking about when we talk about what your hand is doing. And right now I want to talk to you about this scissor kicking, this tripod effect. I'm going to slow it down here in just a bit and kind of show you what I'm talking about. Right here. You're going to come up for water, look at your left hand, and remember it's going to swing out even farther to the left. You're going to really go into a tripod effect so you can get this breath. You can see how your head is out of the water. And here you go. You got the scissor kick, your left arm comes out, your right arm kicks forward, your left arm swings out just so you can get this breath of air. And now your right hand is going to enter into the water. And so remember, just how everything is interconnected, everything works together. We need you to be working on your core on Wednesday mornings and your pencil drills for the body position and your timing. All of these things will work in conjunction to help you avoid that tripod effect where when you breathe, you're gasping you're trying to do everything you can to get more oxygen, so you're depending on this tripod effect. And so but overall it looks really good. You should be very proud of yourself.